everyone! For the final reflection video, we're talking about our 3 biggest takeaways from the course. I felt like the cultural information that was provided in week 3, especially regarding the Romani population, was incredibly beneficial. The lessons gave me information about this population that I had no clue about. It taught about many other cultures and what things are important to keep in mind while caring for them. I went to school in Farmville, Virginia, which is basically exactly like it sounds. It's a small town that has a lot of historical background, but there's not very much cultural diversity. There was great diversity in socioeconomic status among the population, but not very many different cultures, so my scope in cultural competence was minimal. Working in the city of Charlottesville now at UVA, we treat a few culturally diverse patients, but the largest population is the underinsured because they know that we won't turn them away. So even with going from nursing school in the country to working in the city, my experience in culturally diverse patients was minimal. The lessons from week 3 really broadened my horizon in this area and were important to my professional growth. One of the second major things that I took away from the class are the things that I learned in our research project for week 4's ThingLink. Our topic was social determinants of health. This is one thing that I did have some prior knowledge about due to the fact that my college town does have such a huge socioeconomic gap. The percentage of the middle class is very minimal. On one end, there are the professors who work for the university who have a higher income, but at the opposite end of the scale are those who don't have jobs, insurance, or any medical knowledge. In this population, we saw higher levels of illness that were preventable and higher rates of teen pregnancy. However, it was through our ThingLink project that I was really able to see the vicious cycle that these populations get pulled into, and it's directly related to the social determinants of health. It seems almost impossible to get out of, and after the research that I did, I found that it seems that this is directly related to education. Now it's virtually impossible to get a decent paying job that includes health insurance benefits without having a college education. But the power driving the cycle is the fact that a college education is unaffordable for most people now. Even those who come from a higher socioeconomic status have to take out student loans just so they can go to college and maintain the way of life they grew up with. I recently saw a video of a young man talking about how he had to drop out of college because he couldn't afford it anymore. He said he was $60,000 in debt and he didn't even get the degree. How could the lower socioeconomic community even think of achieving a bachelor's degree with that kind of cost? Of course, we know that there's government assistance programs, but does this community even know about that option? Do they have anyone to tell them that that possibility is out there? I once heard that Thomas Jefferson said that a well-educated society is a well-behaved society, and in giving that more thought, I see a lot of truth in this statement. If we want lower crime rates and better health for our communities, we have to help get them out of the vicious cycle. My third biggest takeaway was the huge importance that technology has in healthcare today, but also learning the fact that nurses still cannot leave everything up to technology. We have to work alongside of it because computers mess up, but then again, so do we as humans. We need to welcome the change that comes with technology if it means better outcomes for our patients. Thanks, guys.